How's it going, guys? John Pry here for TeamAndroid.com. What we're doing today, we're actually going to take a look at the Verizon DROID X from Motorola. Obviously, this is not the phone, as actually, believe it or not, I'm using the phone to record this little introduction for you. We're going to take a look at some of the hardware, some of the video functions, and just kind of show you all around the beast that is the DROID X.
Hey guys, okay, so I know you've seen like 100 unboxing videos on this phone from Engadget and Android Central and every place. We're going to do one more just to kind of bring everyone up to speed, just in case you haven't seen. This is the DROID X from Verizon Wireless. You know, see approval. So let's actually pop this baby open. And of course you have the phone. And underneath all that, you obviously have an empty box. We don't need that anymore. The USB charger, which, again, just like the regular DROID, is like a, I don't know, 2-foot charger, if that. I mean, really, I wish Motorola would use a longer USB cord, but what are you gonna do? And as well as your usual, you know, getting started guide, getting started in Spanish, just, you know, your usual product warranty, miscellaneous paperwork that none of us ever read. So this is the meat and potatoes of the phone. You know, you have, you know, everything here. We've already gone through this once or twice, but you know, you have your physical hardware keys at the bottom, your primary mic, HDMI, USB, secondary mic for noise canceling rather. I can't talk tonight. 3.5mm headphone jack, power/lock button. You have your 8-megapixel camera with LED flash, which also shoots 720p HD video, battery, volume rockers, and your camera key, as well as I mentioned, you know, the physical hardware keys and that just mammoth beast of a cell phone screen. So I mean, as you can see, I've already taken the liberty of customizing mine. For everyone who's wondering, I am running Launcher Pro. Obviously this is not rooted or anything like that. I don't want to blow up my phone according to the internet. God, that was an annoying rumor. Everything I like is still kind of a work in progress, but everything is the way I have it set up. For those of you who do not want any of the Moto Blur enhancements, or whatever Motorola's end up calling this skin, whatever, blur, it is actually labeled as blur.res in the, if you get into the system applications and everything, it's actually listed as blur in the phone, but whatever. You can obviously disable it, as you see here. You know, we have the Launcher Pro launcher. If you pull it up, you notice you don't have Android and Motorola widgets, you just have widgets, and you have a very stock Android look and feel. You know, it's definitely much nicer and smoother than the Moto Blur widgets that we're used to seeing, or that we expected to see on this. Definitely, if you're hesitant on the phone and your only thing that is holding you back on this is actually blur, by all means get it. It is a beast of a phone, and just do what I, and I'm sure have done, hundreds upon thousands of sensible people have done, and get rid of Moto Blur, install Launcher Pro, ADW, it doesn't really matter. There's 100 different launchers you have to choose from. But we're not going to really go too in depth with this. I mean, we've all seen these. I can say this, first impressions of the phone, I used it, I took it off the charger at roughly 8 a.m. this morning, used it pretty heavily during work, be it showing it off to customers or just playing on it. Did a lot of texting, a lot of web surfing, You know, downloaded a few apps, watched a couple YouTube videos, a couple phone calls, you know, pretty standard fare stuff. And by the time 6 o'clock rolled around, I was down to 40% battery, which is an insane improvement over what my original Droid did. So I will say this, and also, as you can tell, it actually fits rather nice and snugly in your easy stand. The obviously drawback to having it in a portrait mode is you can't charge it because the charging port is down here. But if you set it up in our wonderful little landscape mode, you do have room, depending on how you position it, to pop in a USB cable and charge. So if you're hesitant on dropping $50 on the DROID X multimedia dock, then by all means, and if you still have your easy stand, by all means, you know, it's definitely a workaround for that. The other thing that I want to show you real quick, just a couple of the other accessories I picked up with it. You know, screen protectors. These are actually the anti-glare ones, which feel a little bit different when you're actually using them if you're used to just a regular screen protector. But don't feel too bad. The other thing that I also picked up was this awesome carbon fiber case, actually, which is pretty sweet, actually. It is a black, you know, your black plastic with carbon fiber material over it. You know, it feels really smooth. It really does not add any bulk. Yes, that's a nice little Android sticker courtesy of I don't remember where I got that from off the top of my head now. But I mean, you know, it doesn't really add any bulk to it, and it definitely gives that $600 phone you just bought some definite added protection. Other than that, just a real quick size comparison, because I know we've all seen this, to my old and trusty Motorola Droid. And you know, you definitely can see the size difference between the two phones. Check out some video after the break. Catch you next time.